The Divestor to pro-black pipeline is undefeated. There is a reason for that. If you sat through the first clip, you would see that the Divestor is not welcomed by whites. The Divestor is looked down on by whites, and the white man is made fun of. Despite their hatred for blackness, the Divestor can only feel comfortable around other black people, but the problem is, the Divestor is mentally whacked out in that she will bring her sexual deviancy to other unsuspecting black women. Enough explaining, let's get to the video.
So, of course, you know, I'm a mocha complected black girl, right? I got the brown skin popping, got a pretty kinky hair. I'm real full in every aspect of my being. So initially, like, I spent like 1 year like just dating strictly white dudes, and it was not a conscious decision. I didn't really think that white dudes would be into my aesthetic because I usually would see them with like super thin, you know, like really string bean skinny black girls if they are gonna cross over to the other side. And one of my friends, like, we would always hang out, and every place we went, it was just nothing but white dudes. So I'm just like, but his name was actually, oh, I shouldn't be saying his name, but his name was not John. And I was like, why would you lie and tell me your name was John when you first met me? He was like, oh, because that's just like, you know, the stereotypical white guy name. Like, he was hilarious. My experience with him was cool. He had a lot of insecurities, though. Like, he was a little kooky, and he would always be like, you're so beautiful. Like, you could have any man. Like, why are you dating me? Like, he didn't have a lot of esteem and a lot of confidence, but he was sweet. He was definitely sweet. He was funny. I don't know if I used to laugh at him or laugh with him. But he was a hoot. Like, we had a good time. That was short-lived. I mean, he still hits me up, but I don't really see that going anywhere, you know? The experience was kind of different because he would always talk about, like, the one other African girl that he, like, dated. And he would literally say African. And I'm like, maybe is she, like, literally from, like, Lagos or, like, the Saharan desert? Like, why are you saying African? Like, I didn't know if he meant, like, if he was describing me, is he going to say, oh, I dated this African girl or like black? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It seems like he didn't really know how to describe me. Like, he would walk on pins and needles in his description of me sometimes. Like, he didn't outright want to be like, yeah, you're black, you know, this black girl. Like, it was always like African or like someone like you, or, you know, that's for all of these dudes that I'm telling y'all about. So I dated this one dude and we went out, right? We only went out like 3 times because he did something on one of the dates that I just like, it really turned me off. We were talking about, the thing is, it's very tricky because they can't relate. So when you talk about like racial issues or police brutality or racial profiling, they don't know how to relate to that. And some will try to at least be a little bit sensitive, and they will understand that they have no place trying to tell you what it's like or what is what when it comes to certain issues that we experience in the black community. So we were talking about police brutality. We were at a bar. You know how they have like commercials, TVs, flat screens at the bar because people go there to watch games. We were at a bar and a commercial came on, like some police brutality. It was something that was going on at the time. We are definitely living in a climate where people are targeted because of the color of their skin. It's unfortunate that we are the same rhetoric. It's just the same thing from when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It's the same thing. And I told him about an experience that I had with a white police officer because he was like, oh, white people are killed more by cops. And it's like, bro, there are way more white people in this country than there are black. So it's not a proportion. Like, there's no way to really, how do you add that up? Come on. And white people do a ton of shit before they actually even get arrested. I like chocolate. Who knows what I'll end up with in the future? I have no idea. But I'm going to try to leave it open and just know that, like, love, it shouldn't have any race or creed or color, but there are cultural differences. And that's my experience there.
Get you an American man. The African women, she's yelling out, crying out to y'all to get y'all an American man. She said they are good men. He's a good man, Savannah. All the crap that a lot of them be talking about us and our kind, they sure want to make with us. But y'all better be smart. It is not just about being a good man or a good woman. They've been also using us for a long time to get a green card and a visa and citizenship. We got to call a spade a spade. I know people personally that have married immigrants for them to get their paperwork. I know immigrants that have literally had kids and stuff with Americans so that they could have anchor babies. It's a real thing. What's her name? Scarlett. Scarlett literally came out and said her dad was Nigerian and he got with her American mother because he wanted to get his papers. And she said he did get his papers, but the mother was arguing with about 60 African women over her father. Okay?
You get the point of the babble. It's the same woman. She strictly dated white guys and you haven't seen her with a man since, but she is now FBA. Divestors have been shapeshifting for so long it took the explosion of social media to expose them. Moving on.
I hate when y'all get on here and lie. That's a lie. That's just a big ass lie. It's so, you see that now. You're seeing that right now. Okay, you're seeing a bunch of black women, and it's not just them going to white men. They dating everybody. Asians, Latinos, they're going everywhere. Because our own men don't give a fuck about us. So they should. Black women didn't abandon you. Black women didn't abandon black men. That's not what happened. Y'all don't like us. And we've said cool. We said cool. The only thing I said about in that video is how you are. You don't like yourself. So of course you ain't gonna like your women. Duh. If you don't like yourself, of course you're not gonna like the other people who look like you. It's gonna remind you of you. It's gonna give you kids that look like you. Duh. And every black man on this video, that's, boy, I don't care. Go have them. Have good luck. Okay? Good luck. And don't ask us for shit. Okay? I know you think you got it. Ask them white folks. Okay? Ask them white folks when you need something.
I love when I get these comments. I really fucking do. Okay. Sir, did you marry and have a kid with a white man? Oh my God, did you do that? I sure did. I was very young. Sure did. Got 2 of them. And that's why I'm the one that can tell you to not do this shit. That's why I'm the one that can tell you that white folks are the fucking devil. Because I was there. I was in it. And no, I divorced him for that very fucking reason. Check my fucking page, bitch. I literally divorced him for that very fucking reason. And then he died. He died a year fucking later. Okay? He died. So why don't you take, if you're black, you are. I can't, niggas. And it's never intelligent black men. It's always the illiterate ones. It's always the fucking stupid ones. It's always the one who didn't go to college. It's always the ones who, ooh, and I sound like him. I sound like him right now. So you know what? Get off my fucking page. I read your entire comment and let me just gently respond, okay? There's no need to feel sorry for it. Well, there is a reason to feel sorry for my family, but not because we got a divorce, okay? Feel sorry for my family because he passed away. He passed a year after our divorce was final. Okay, that you should be that. Thank you for your sympathy for that, not for our divorce. Okay, I got married very young, and I didn't even know myself. Nonetheless, know that I was trying to assimilate into whiteness. Okay, that was a problem. I only married him because I was trying to assimilate into whiteness. I grew to love him because he was a good guy. But was he like someone I would go for? No. I grew to love him. I grew to respect him. All these things. He wasn't a bad guy. He treated me very well. But I can't make myself have romantic feelings for someone and then I get into therapy and realize, holy shit, a lot of the major decisions I've made in my life have come from me wanting to be closer to white folks. And I don't know if you're black, but if you are black, you are anti-black as fuck. And if you're white, you're just racist. Because you mentioned all those things that black people do to not be pro-black. Being abusive, selling drugs to his community, all this bullshit. A lot of that stuff comes from being put in environments that white people have put them in, us in. Okay? We didn't come to this country voluntarily, so let's sell drugs. Let's just fuck it up. And also, you know how we came here. I'm not even going to talk about that, okay? Whenever we were allowed to be, well, we have never been allowed to just be free, honestly. But when they took the chains off of us, literally, they made every single fucking step we took hard. Every single fucking step we took was met with all type of pushback, flat out fucking no's, flat out fuck yous, and your mama too, okay? And white men do not understand that. Because this shit was made for them to be sick. I don't feel sorry for white homeless people. Unless they are a vet, they are wearing that sad, unless they are a vet, I go, why the fuck are you homeless? You're white and male. Even with the economy is fucked up, why are you homeless, bro? So miss me with that, okay? Miss me with that. I know I get on here a lot and talk about how much I dislike white folks, because I really can't. Ooh-hoo. But y'all take second place to a coon. Y'all do. There is not a person I despise more than a coon. I'm not, and y'all think that I think that being critical of the black community makes you a coon. No, that is not what makes you a coon. You should be critical of your own community. It's your responsibility to be critical of your own community, okay? Where we get into the coonery, okay, where we get into people, you literally, you're not seeing the full picture, you're just looking at a corner of it and commenting on that. That's where the coonery starts, okay? Because in order to critique your community, you actually need to know it. You need to know its history, you know its background, its psychology, you need to know everything. You need to know all the fucking details and factors that create the problem that you are trying to critique, okay? If you ask me, that's the scientific way of looking at it. You're not going to look at something and try to figure it out without knowing why the fuck you have that problem in the first place. But that's what creators like Anton Daniels do. They look at what is happening instead of what caused it. They critique what's happening instead of what caused it and who caused it. Okay? That's why I refuse to look. So stop commenting on my videos about the fact that he responded. I don't give a fuck about a probably most likely illiterate man, okay, speaking to me about something he doesn't even in himself understand. Because if he understood, he wouldn't be calling out the symptoms of the black community. He just would not. That makes fucking sense. That's literally blaming your symptoms of cancer, okay, as to why you're sick. Okay, my so-and-so hurts. It's a symptom of the fucking cancer. Okay, your arm hurting is not the reason you're sick. It's a symptom of the cancer. The reason you're sick is fucking cancer. He wants to fucking focus on the symptoms and not the actual problems. Okay, I think his wife is black. I'm pretty sure she is black, which is good. Good for you, sir. Honestly, kudos, because I damn sure thought she was a white lady. Okay, the problem is white people. White people. That's the problem in this country, not just our country. White folks fuck up everything, okay?
So now she is an expert on being pro-black. How does she explain to her children that white people are the problem? You notice they never talk shit about white people in front of their kids? Divestors try to be slick. They pretend to be pro-black so they keep one foot in the black community for protection and money, since the white community would never allow them to make money off of them. They also expect black children to protect and worship their magical blends, mixed-race children, while getting a self-esteem boost for having the mixed-race baby. You can't fool me, but I am not a simp. Links are in the description.